I grew up in Florida, and then we moved across country from Florida when I was about 5. We had traveled across country to go to Disneyland, and then when we came back to Florida, the house was sold. And so we said, well, where should we move? And my parents, of course, were the ones that decided. And they said, well, let's go to St. George, Utah. We really like that little small town. It'd be a nice place to raise some kids. The kids they already had, of course. And so me and my brother, we went and moved with the family to St. George, Utah, and grew up there from about the time of 6 until I was about 17. And then eventually I moved to California for about 6 months on my own. That's where I learned how to surf. And then I was just itching to get out of the country, just in general, just ready to explore, looking for any excuse to get out and explore.
I'm from Texas, a small town called Weatherford, and we were kind of in a bubble out in the middle of the country. There were lots of cows. We literally had cows across the street from our high school. It was very simple. It was a great place to grow up, but I was definitely itching to get out as soon as I graduated, and I did.
So I'm originally from New York City, but I was born in Manila, Philippines. What was the other question?
How did you grow up?
I grew up with my family in the Bronx, and I lived there for about 17 years, and it was a big, happy home. You know, a lot of laughter, a lot of family coming in and out. So even though I was an only child, I grew up with a lot of cousins and family around me all the time.
Okay, so we got everybody together and got clear on a more cohesive strategy. Everybody's kind of been doing their own thing, and we realized that we need to have more cohesion as full potential as a brand, rather than these individual retreats and these kind of silos of projects that everybody's been working on. We want to create one house, bring everybody into that house, and from there we want to have a lot of fun and have one cohesive brand that goes out to everything else that we're doing. So we got clarity around that, and now we were going to do our summarizing online through Basecamp so that we can collaborate until we have our meeting next week. The most urgent to be called.
I'll let you get your stuff sorted out first,
just
because you're the one that wanted to meet initially.
So the full potential retreat, don't you love that?
Yes, and actually that's something that I'm talking to Philip about. That's why I wanted to get
Oh, really?
Philip. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, you should grab him on that.
Call him later and update him.
Yeah. So, is this Philip? What's up, man? We lost you.
Dude, I don't know. I was trying to call you on Skype, but I don't even answer, so I don't know.
Okay, so are you good? Can you hang out for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay, so
You know how we're doing it in YogaCon and Surfpreneur, we're partnering with a third party to bring in all of these people in order to make a retreat. But with us, we're going directly to these entrepreneurs and trying to reel them in. But with this is that we have a set date, so it's going to be, I think the challenge in here is that we're trying to target all of these entrepreneurs to get towards this one date, right?
so I think we can agree it's all a good idea.
Yeah.
All of it. Each angle is going to require a different marketing strategy and some planning, like what materials and stuff will go along with that. And we should probably focus and test where we think we could get the lowest hanging fruit first, right? So,
Yeah.
so I think overall, good idea. We need to clarify the marketing and we got to test, right? And the test could be a combination of time and money, or just or a lot, time.
Our team had a really amazing meeting yesterday, and we've been lacking cohesiveness in our projects. For example, Diana had YogaCana as Surfpreneur. James has a million ideas going on. We're bringing in another person, Philip, and we've got the filming, the show, and we finally have realized that we have to work together and instead of individually, and we're all cogs in a group, and we're all learning as we go and everything. So a lot of times we go into a meeting having no particular idea what we're going to end up with, but yesterday we really came to a conclusion that we just want to have a house and a home for full potential.